Have you ever started a team or refreshed one in a situation of emergency where you are actually wondering where to start from? I'll make sure you know the main pitfalls and the best tools to go straight to success. In the Bits of Success series, I'm gonna talk, focus, go through tools to make sure your team is set up for success. So, are you ready? What's the definition of task we're assuming throughout this unit? It's a unit of work a person can carry out in a sprint. How does a task look like? The task must be well defined, it must be expressed in the why, what and how format. Then it must deliver value. It means it must have an expected outcome. There is no reason to have a task that basically doesn't deliver anything. It must ensure quality. You need to add acceptance criteria. A task must de-risk delivery, and in order to do that, it must be measurable. Any tool tracking tasks basically will ask you about story points in order to give it a weight. In our case, because we are adopting time as the metric, we will use days as the unit. How long may a task be? It should fit in a sprint. Just because if you have a unit of work larger than the sprint will just fall in the middle, or possibly so, of the task. That basically implies a drop in the efficiency of the team. It might not be as stable as you would expect. So it's just much better to define the task as fitting in the sprint. But if you had to pick a weight for the task, which are the values you would pick it from? What is the right metaphor for it? Start with something simpler, as simple as running on a skate, or is it riding the bike, or maybe a motorbike, and as far as you go it gets more somehow big. Well, let's say we like this, and let's say we want to assign numbers here. Well, it's very easy to go by skate. I'll put a 0 there, then 1, 2, 3, 5, and so on. Just notice there is a sort of exponential raise in between two values, okay? This is just to limit the chances of making a mistake. Fibonacci series or prime numbers work kind of fine just because they tend to increase the distance in between two subsequent numbers in a sort of exponential way, but anyway, making larger gaps in between. Then next I would say avoid underestimating 0 points. How many times this happens that someone in the team says, oh no, we'll do it, that's super easy. It's taking no time, it's just a CSS to adjust, or it's something very easy I can just push. And then it takes the whole morning because, oh no, because I found there was a conflict somewhere. Whatever the reason, 0 is not an option. There's nothing for free. So it's much better you overestimate it to half a day rather than 0. If you have many tasks, they really look like simple and kind of related. It's preferable to put them together if you want to have a more realistic view of what you're doing, but just don't put 0. If you like this video, remember to recommend it to your friends and colleagues so they can make use of it. Thanks for watching and see you next time!